look at us. That's what I would do. I would look on top of their heads.
Really? When going to a Mexican restaurant and eating the chips and salsa, do you ever wish that you could recreate it at home and eat it daily? I know I do. With this recipe that I demonstrate for you today, you will be able to do just that. I will also use the Traeger smoker to give the recipe a distinct smoke flavor. If you've never used the Traeger before, it will give the food that's cooked on it a distinct wood smoky flavor. This homemade smoked salsa has is a tried and true recipe that gives a distinct flavor, and it has guests coming back for more. It only requires a few ingredients and a smoker grill. The recipe I use is by Ree Drummond, also known as Pioneer Woman. She has a lot of delicious recipes, and this is definitely one of them. This also needs a few ingredients and spices as well as materials to be used. Let's go over the materials and ingredients, and then we'll go on to the steps. You'll need a baking sheet, aluminum foil, you will need a blender, and a smoker, Traeger smoker. Now let's go over the ingredients. You'll need a 28-ounce can of pulp diced tomatoes, not whole tomatoes, 2 cans of Rotel. You will need 1/4 cup of chopped onion. You will need half a whole lime juice. You will need 1 jalapeno diced. You will also need 1 whole garlic clove minced. 1/4 teaspoon salt is also needed. 1/4 teaspoon sugar is also needed. 1/4 teaspoon of cumin is also needed. And lastly, 1/2 cup of cilantro is needed. Now, let's go over the steps. First, you will line your baking sheet with aluminum foil. Mine is already lined. You will go ahead and place all of your tomatoes onto your baking sheet. Spread them out. Next, you will place all of your onions onto the baking sheet. You will place all the jalapenos, diced jalapenos, onto the baking sheet. Now that your baking sheet is ready for smoking, you can put that into the Traeger. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to be demonstrating how to use the smoker today. First, you will turn the smoker to the smoke set. After the smoker has created a fire, ignite a mediocre fire, you're able to put your ingredients onto the baking sheet. And you can close the lid and let it cook for 1 hour. My ingredients are already smoked today, so I'm going to skip that. And now we are ready for blending. First, we're going to put all of our ingredients into the blender. We will start with the tomatoes and Rotel and pulse those until a little chunky. Now you can go ahead and place the rest of your ingredients. I'm doing the onion and jalapeno. My lime juice, cilantro, minced garlic, cumin, sugar, and salt. And now I'm ready to blend. now I'm ready to place it into a bowl. After it is prepared, you want to put it into the refrigerator and let it cool for about an hour for all the flavors to come together. Now let's review what we learned today. Today we learned how to make a very delicious homemade salsa with a distinct smoky flavor. I hope whenever you decide to make this with your guests and friends that you appreciate the freshness and flavor. Thank you.